Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's Daily Recap is for Wednesday, July the 31st, 2024. Wednesday, July the 31st. This year's going by way too fast, y'all. Listen, uh, today wasn't too much of an action day at all, if you ask me. A lot of different people talking to a lot of different people. Cates comes in with his stupid look, accusing Anna of having the capability to go in and delete a highly protected FBI file. And Anna kind of laughs at him and she says, "Ooh, I know you don't think I have that kind of clearance at all." And he goes, the last time the file was signed into, my credentials were used. And Anna, and I said Ava before Anna, and Anna says, "Ooh, looks badly on you, doesn't it?" Hmm. And so she's like, "Look, you have done nothing but come in and be a nuisance to my town, bothering people with your baseless accusations. Got one theory after another." Because remember, oh, Anna was head of pikemen. Oh, she was, wasn't she? Right? Now she's got the ability to erase FBI files. Wow. And so he goes, "You took an oath to protect this community. But I see you're only protecting Sonny Corinthos." And she just looks at him like, "Idiot, get out of my office." Right? So he stomps on out of there. And Dante was on his way in and he says, "Oh, Detective Falconeri, you better get a handle on your father, because if you don't, he's going to find himself behind bars." And Dante just looks at him. Cates walks away. Dante walks in, right? Actually, no. Dante was talking to Anna before Cates walked in. That's how that went. And then he was telling her how, yeah, Sonny almost lost it and almost hit Cates, but nope, no, the punch wasn't even thrown. Michael stopped them. And Anna says, "Oh my goodness, is Cates going to press charges?" He goes, "I don't know." She goes, "Well, he hasn't been in here, so let's hope." He's not going to, because Molly would now have to bear witness to how he was provoking Sonny, and he's the man with the gun and the badge. Mm. So that's when Dante walked out, Case walked in, and now he's accusing Anna of everything. Then we have Jason goes to Sonny, and Sonny's like, "You know, I have nothing to say to you. You can just turn around and go." And Jason said, "Good, because I'm going to do all the talking." And Sonny just looks at him and he says, "I was protecting Carly. Okay. Carly told me all of it, but you still should have come to me first." And he goes, "Sonny, couldn't come to you first. Right? I couldn't. But see, here's the deal. All along from day one," he goes, "Kate's never tipped his hand that you were actually his target, because as far as the FBI was concerned, he was sit here to protect you. They were after pikemen, not him." And that's one of the things Anna told him as he's pouting. And she goes, "You let Valentine Cassadine get away. Jason Morgan worked with you on that." And Anna says, "Wait a minute. For one thing, I don't know what you're talking about. For two, your mission was to get evidence on pikemen so pikemen could be shut down." Anna says, "You were given all the evidence, definitely enough evidence to have pikemen shut down. So your mission was a success. Now, you flipping it to Sonny Corinthos, that's something that's you're doing, John. You're doing that." So anyway, Jason told Sonny, he says, look, now, yesterday, when Carly was arrested, Kate's again approached me to flip on you yesterday, Sonny. He says, I refused, just like I have refused every other time. I've given no information, the FBI, no information on you. And Sonny just kind of has his head down. And Dante comes in and he goes, everything okay in here? Jason looked at Dante and says, oh, I'm done. Right? So Dante now comes in talking to Sonny. Sonny's like, I'm getting ready to get rid of Jagged Cates. You know, you telling a police officer this. And Dante's like, you know, Dad, Carly is free. Period. Jagged has no case against Carly. So he's going to have to answer for some of his other actions with the FBI. Let him go down in flames. He's already in their crosshairs, his boss's crosshairs. You just let it go, Dad, because it's going to come back to you. I'm not going to look weak. I'm this and that. He's going to, no, I know. That's right. You a cop first. Then you'll say, he goes, you know what? You can only push away so many people so many times. He says, and I'm telling you right now, I am at my limit here. At my limit. Okay? I'm trying. Right now, I'm coming to you as your son. I'm trying, but you're not listening. No. You know, and then his phone rings and he takes it out and he looks, he goes, I got to take this call in private. And Dante just looks at him and said, like, it ain't nothing but a word, man. It ain't nothing but a word. So Brick is calling him back, giving him the whereabouts of Kate's, because he had called Brick when he walked into his office, says, find out where he's at, right? So Brick says he is in Ava Jerome's suite. So Sonny said, okay. He said, take plenty of pictures. Oh, see, it's getting ready to come out that he and Ava are having a little twisty twist, right? Or tristy twist. So we'll see how that goes. Sonny's still off the hinges. Let's see. Scott and Ava were talking, trying to get their witnesses together, and Ava's smug as a bug on a rug, saying, look, I got Laura. She goes, yeah, but Laura was your ex-mother-in-law. She goes, well, but ex-mother-in-law, that does go a long way, that even though you divorced her son, she still wants to vouch for you. And Ava says, yeah, but Laura's coming under a lot of scrutiny lately. Scott says she's still going to be a good witness for you. So then she tells him that Scott gets a little chime on his phone and he's looking at it. She goes, are you answering a text? Because you're not on the clock if you're texting. He goes, oh, I'm on the clock. This was just notification that Christina was served. And he was like, wait till Sonny Corinthos sees his precious daughter on the stand having to testify against him. He's going to lose it. And Scott just looked at him. He goes, and I'm going to have fun cross-examining Christina. Whatever. Okay. So we have Molly shows up to Christina's house. She took Alexis's advice. She sincerely apologized. Christina says, I looked at the interview again, and you know what? I could see your point that I did not, lead it in the right direction. I see what you mean. People could think Blaze and I are having this baby. She goes, that's not my intentions, Molly. I did not mean that. And Molly says, I know. And she goes, and do you forgive me? I overreacted. And she goes, yeah, of course they're sisters. And as they're talking, Christina gets another knock at the door. So she answers it. And the guy's like, Christina Corinthos Davis, you've been served. And she looked at Molly. Molly said, hey, hey, whatever that is, I have nothing to do with it, right? So Christina opens it up. She goes, I'm being subpoenaed to testify in family court. And Molly says, wait a minute, Sonny is having you subpoena you to testify? And she goes, no, not my dad, it's Ava. And Christina says, I don't know why Ava would ask me. She knows how I feel about her. And so Molly says, that's because, you have some kind of testimony she needs. And she goes, the only thing that they're going to want me to testify on is when my father beat Dex after the wedding. She says, is there any way I can not show up? And Molly says, when you're subpoenaed, Christina, you must go. She goes, okay, I could always lie on the stand. Now she's telling this to a lawyer. I could always lie on the stand. And Molly says, I don't advise you to do that, because all they have to do is subpoena Dex. He is a police officer, Christina, and he will tell the truth. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. So Molly says, you need to sit down, calm down, because you're getting worked up. I'm going to make you some tea, and I will help you get your statements in order, how you're going to answer some questions. And she goes, I don't want to put you out. I don't want, she goes, Christina, this is what I do. I prepare my clients. You are my sister, so of course I'm going to help you. So, they ended that there. They'll probably, if they decide to pick it up, because, we could care less seeing tomorrow Molly talking to Christina about how to answer some questions, right? Let's see. Wiley's little party was still going on when Carly made it. And everybody was so happy to see her. She told the adults what happened while Jocelyn, was monitoring the kids in the pool. And then she comes back and she has a heart-to-heart with Jocelyn, saying that, she was impulsive with what she did. She says, I got angry, I was impulsive, and it was reckless. She says, things could have gone very differently today for me in that courtroom. She says, and actually, Jocelyn, I don't even understand why it went this way. She says, all I was doing is preparing things that I needed to say to you, to tell you on, how to help taking care of Avery while I'm gone. She says, I should have never taken that risk. She says, and I won't do it again. And I'm thinking, yeah, you will, Carly. You're hard-headed. You absolutely will do it again. But you got scared, didn't you? You may not do it again so fast, right? Because everybody said, do not do this. Think about Donna. Think about Donna. So anyway, Jocelyn says, yes, it was impulsive. I mean, I understand why you did it, but yes, it was impulsive, Mom, and I'm so happy it turned out this way. She goes, I'm saying that to say this, Jocelyn. The decisions you make will affect your whole life. And I'm saying, yeah, Carly, no. Now you're doing that parent thing. Don't do as I do as I say, because you had way too many people making you promise not to do what you did, and you didn't care. Yeah, did it anyway. Jocelyn is just like you. If it's something she feels strong enough, she's gonna do it anyway. And there you have it. Because that apple don't fall far from that tree whatsoever. And I honestly believe that's it, everybody. I mean, nothing else major happened at all. So let's go to Comment Corner. Comment Corner today on Comment Corner. I get to start from the bottom and I get to go to the top of Comment Corner. And here we go. We have Cassie says, "You're out of uniform. Ha ha ha. Love you, Daily Recap Lady." You know what, Cassie? Soon as I started recording, I got about 2 minutes into it, and I'm talking, and I'm like, I'm wearing the wrong color shirt. Because I don't wear black every day. I just put on a black shirt for the recaps, right? Because I like to keep things, like you said, Cassie, in uniform, right? You see, that's the first thing you picked on. You notice I was wearing a different shirt. Can you imagine if I didn't keep a uniform and I wore maybe a green shirt on Monday and then the same green shirt on Wednesday? Be like, look, she wore the same thing Monday and Wednesday. I make my attire not the topic. I make the recaps the topic. But no, I sure did. And I noticed it, but I did not want to stop and start have to record all over again. Go with the flow. Now we have Ron. Ron says Kate's got his from Molly, and then the judge read him the riot act. He was so pissed off when the charges were dropped. And then Autumn says, "I know, right? That crap was hilarious. Kate's got his butt handed to him, and I enjoyed every minute of it." Me too. Linda had a smiley face she put to those comments. And then we have Brenda says, "Everyone knows Carly doesn't listen. Sunny doesn't listen. None of them. Thanks to Miss Lady. Thank you, Miss Lady. Have a great week." You too, Brenda. Rod says, "Sunny has an excuse. His medications was tampered with. Still is, right?" And then Brenda says, "Kate's problem mess all his cases up. I guess he will run back to Ava. He might think he run back to Ava. He might think Anna had something to do with the case," which he did. We saw what he did today. He did both of these things that you said today. Aisha says, "Did you notice that when the prosecutor and Kate were up at the judge's bench, the prosecutor didn't agree that Case had handed them an ironclad case against Carly?" He sure didn't. Brenda says, "It's easy. I mean, it's amazing how the writers of GH Story, can finish some storylines, then others they can't. I know the Mets thing should be done. And who shot Austin? What's that about? Who planted that gun in Ava's apartment? There's so many things that they be okay, right? Shamar said to Brenda, "Yeah, like Gladys needs 50K from Nina to put Dr. Montague's account. No trial, no getting that money back. Nope, that's nothing, right?" Denzel says the whole Pikeman case was just a waste to me. Carly is free for only one RICO charges case. Jason should have said no to take the deal, and took the deal from Kate. We should have said no for Carly's RICO charges. Jason really wanted his time for his 2.5 years faking his death for his kids. Shaking my head. No words. That's all I gotta say. Now Brennan is free along with Valentine to delete the whole recording with Valentine. Shaking my head. Waste of the Pikeman storyline. But did you love how Brennan outsmarted Anna at that point? Yes, he did. Anna can never solve anything. Anna should just go back to Port Charles because the case is dropped already with Brennan and Valentine. Well, she's still trying to pretend like she didn't know Valentine got away. She's trying to pretend like, oh, you helped Valentine get away. And she didn't want people to know that she was happy about that. But when Brennan found out about Carly's RICO charges, I already know he had connections already to drop the RICO charges against Carly. Yeah, Definitely see Brennan coming back to Port Charles and be with his shoddy Carly. Did you say shoddy? Oh, shorty. Okay, oh, shoddy. Oh, I see what you mean, like girlfriend, little girl, ride or die. But I want to know if or when Jason finds out Carly's been talking to Brennan and how his reaction. But knowing Jason, he will get mad for 10 minutes and then forgive Carly like always. Everybody go back and finish reading Denzel's, the rest of his comments. Great, great job, Denzel, as usual. Aisha says, thanks, Jack Brennan. I know, I'm happy. I kind of like him. I'm assuming he took care of the original recording. Yes, he did. Not just the file on the FBI system. Yeah, everything's been wiped. That's Spinelli accessed. Cross fingers that none of this gets the jackal in trouble. But anything that lands Kate's in hot water is fine with me, even if it was a setup. Really, Sonny couldn't take a moment to be happy for Carly. I know. Instead of being grateful and relieved that Jason has been protecting Carly all this time, not secretly plotting against him, Sonny is pissed. More than that, he is claiming that if they would have trusted him and reached out to him, none of Jason and Carly's ordeals would have happened. That ain't true. Not Jason's enforced undercover work or Carly's arrest or the trial. Since when has Sonny had any pull on a federal level? Never. Absolutely, positively, never. Now, the original file is really everything is gone off the FBI system, not just the read only, everything, which is what the prosecutor said. There is 100% no evidence, wipe clean. Wendy says, I'm starting to like Jack. He and Carly might make a good couple. Molly was standing on business. Kate's is unwell. I think he's going to snap and really play dirty with the help of Ava. Still, no one can see Sonny is unhinged. He needs a med check. Yes, he does. 100%. And user says, love Molly. So great giving it to Jagger. Go Molly. Great actress. Love her. And then Lucy says, Molly Davis is an exceptional ADA. She should be promoted to DA. She's very bright and knows procedures and the law. Vicky says, Molly came to the courthouse to take care of business, and she did. User said to Vicky, yes, she did. Love her. Loved it. Great actress. She shocked it to Jaggert, or stuck it to Jaggert. So great. Yes, it was. And then user also said, yes, like Sonny's med, so you don't finish that storyline. I know this is summertime. It should be over, really. And then Lynn says, hi, Lynn. And then let's see, Lucy says, it's time for the crooked pharmacist and Ava Jerome to be exposed for screwing with Sonny Carithos' medication dosage. How much longer will the storyline go on? Monique says, Jagger letting his hatred for Sonny is his downfall. He will become the thing he hates. And B. Blanchett says, I can't wait to see Kate's downfall and his reputation in the trash. And he's lost everything. Well, look, it seemed like he lost everything now, right? He says, I have a son. We've never even heard him talk to his son. And then Sherlock says, you are a godsend. I'm out of the country till mid-September. I was missing GH. Then I found your channel. Thank you. Well, guess what, Shermark? Please share. Tell your friends about it. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Donkey says, Carly could tell Sonny that unless he gets his blood tested, he can't see his daughter. I know. Put a little more leverage on that. Let's see, because he can't see his daughter. Then Medora says, for me, the end of the pikeman was anticlimactic. Me too. just a dud of an ending. It was to me too. They've been having this thing go on for a year. And then Leanne says, Jack Brennan definitely came through for Carly. I love this little flirt. And Eva says, yes, he did. I hope he and Carly hook up. All right, everybody, that is past 10 minutes. Thank you for commenting on Comment Corner. Please go back and comment on everybody, get that chat going on, talk to each other. So that's it for another daily recap. And as always, if you're going to do a little shopping on Amazon, please, in the description box of this video, there's a link to my Amazon store. Got some great things in there. And then if you don't see anything that I've highlighted, then click that search bar and search what you are looking for anyway.